Hey chat, how you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time zone you are in. It's art stream time. I have a couple of commissions lined up that we've got to work on today. We've got, let me have a look at my little paper ASMR because I write down all of my commissions physically. We've got an emote pack to work on, and then we've also got a chibi flat color to work on. So I think we'll do the emote pack first, because I'm not gonna lie, the emote pack is actually my second most requested commission outside of my PNG tubers. But that being said, I don't actually do an awful lot of emote stuff, so I want to kind of get back into that. So we've got a couple we need to do today. Let me really quickly make sure I'm using the right pen, because I switched my pen up for my project. Alright, there we go. Hello, Omen, welcome in. Alright, so we have to do a hug emote, a sad emote. I believe it was specifically crying. We need to do head pats emote. I know I've written them down on paper and now I'm just writing them down here, but you know. And then we've got a heart and gun. This one just says gun. I believe I remember what that one is. Alright, so I think the easiest one to start off with would probably be the head pats. Let me just really quickly open up the reference picture. Oh, I totally forgot to tag the Twitch people in the server. There we go. Bam! Alright, let me really quickly pull up the reference pictures. I only have a 3D model to go off of, so it might take a little while to get the design right, but it shouldn't be that difficult. I gotta download this, because I can't have this open and also have chat open unless I download it. There we go. What up, nerds? Hey, Hinde, what's going on? We're doing an emote pack commission at the moment. I just really quickly have to open up my reference picture. There we go. Alright, cool. So I think the easiest one to start off with would be a head pats emote. I'm gonna open some of my old emote commissions just to kind of get a vibe for what it is I should be working on at the moment. So commissions. Who's the most recent one I did? I think it was Lumby. Yeah, it was Lumby. Oops, accidentally opened the PNG. Okay. There we go. So this is the kind of vibe that I did for the last one that I did, but because I want to make each emote just that little bit more unique, I think this time we're gonna have the character kind of looking down almost. So this will kind of be where the muzzle is, and then we'll put the hand up here. Right? I think that works. We'll put the hand right here. Kind of like a hair ruffle slash pet type thing. I'd have a look around in the new Mon Hun Festival. Oh, there's a Monster Hunter Festival happening right now? Oh, that's cool. I might have to make time for that soon. I'm not gonna lie, I did really enjoy going back to Monster Hunter for the Final Fantasy stuff. Missed it. Oh, Halloween themed. Okay, cool. Won't be able to stay for too long, that's alright. Alright, I think this is the general vibe. I can't quite tell what this creature is based on the model, but I'm assuming it's a form of kobold. Just because of the positioning of the nose. I think that's a good enough base right there. Can work with this, and then we can probably put the neck would be there, but we can probably have the shoulder come up like this. Maybe bring this up a bit higher. Hi Jericho, welcome in. How you doing? We're working on an emote pack commission at the moment. I think if we put the shoulders up here, that could actually be kind of cute. There we go. Alright, cool. So we've got a nice foundation. Let's see. So this character kind of... I've used 3D models as like reference pictures before, but this one I've got it open a little bit smaller than I should because I need to make room for chat on my screen as well, and my monitor's not big enough to have both of them at the size that I would like. But that's okay, we can work with it. So this will go like here. Maybe... yeah, about here. Let's ignore the hand for now. We'll just get the hair assets in. Whoops. Okay, so I know there's a curl here. A curl there. And then there's like a curl here as well. And then I think it just kind of loops in like that. But I want this curl to come out a little more. Actually, it's got a bit of a kink in it. It's like that almost. And then like this. Actually, I think this comes up higher. Is the sound going off? I can't hear the sound going off. I'm sure it is. Let me refresh, oh, which one is it? Chat. There we go. Let me refresh that, because sometimes it just decides not to work, and I don't know why. Or at least, it decides not to work on my end. Where is it? Streaming tools. Here, overlays. Alright, I'm just gonna simulate it. These aren't real bits coming in, I'm just testing it. Alright, there we go. It works. Cool, good to know. Let's see. Where's my... What are we working on today? We're working on a couple of sketches. We're doing a emote pack commission, and then I've also got a chibi commission that I need to get the sketches out for. This one, the emote pack might take a little while because I'm using a 3D model as like a reference picture. It was like the only reference picture they had. So I'm trying to translate some of the... I'm trying to translate it into 2D, like my 2D emote style, while also still being the design, you know what I mean? Hi Skinner, welcome in. Why are the sounds still not working? That's so weird. Let me refresh this. Maybe now it'll work. Oof. I feel like really unwell all of a sudden. And I was like, what? This is the feeling I get when I've eaten dairy, but I haven't eaten any dairy. I did. I had a sandwich with feta cheese on it today. Oops. So yeah, I feel really, really not great all of a sudden, but that's fine. That's my punishment, I suppose. I think I'm gonna move all this way. Yeah, all of it. Yeah. Playing Leaf Green. I've never played Pokemon Leaf Green. I've wanted to get it set up to do a Twitch plays for during my subathon. Instead of like going offline, I would just turn on like Twitch plays Pokemon Leaf Green, and you guys can play the game while I'm sleeping. But I also don't know if we'll do Pokemon or if I'll pick a different game. It kind of almost looks like this character has a wolf cut. It kind of does. Because this would come down like this. And then they've got like... This comes down, but then they've also got like spiked hair in the back. Which I can't add a lot of, but it's alright. That fucked with me a little bit. Because the way Mix It Up works, like in order to do the bold emo, it presses Alt-B on my keyboard. And it freaked me out because in Clip Studio, Alt is the button to switch to the eyedropper tool. So for a second, my brush switched to the eyedropper and I was like, what is going on? No, it's Mix It Up, it's fine. Alright, and then I think this side is basically the same. You've got like a... I am gonna, on a different layer, pop in the cheek. This is the nose, which I think I might bring in a bit more, kind of like this. It kind of reminds me of the nose of like one of the characters in my pilot, but not quite, because this one looks a bit more narrow. Wait, it's more like this, I think. Dog is bored, I need ball. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I accidentally lost one of Nemi's favorite toys behind the couch this morning. Like as soon as we woke up this morning, he was very sad. I got it, but yeah. Poor baby. Alright, I think that'll do. I'm gonna need to finesse this a little more. I kind of like this original shape here. But I don't think that'll work because of the positioning of the eyes. So for now, we'll stick with this. Who did that? Oh, hi, Jake. We're gonna do your commission later today. Hello. Alright. If I get to it. I only have 5 emotes to rough out before we get to yours, so I should be able to get to it. And then there's like another big swoop, like down here. A big swoop. Yeah. This will kind of come up. They do have ears, but the ears are really small, so I could probably just get away with putting a line there and being like, yeah, this whole bit here is the ear. Alright, all this bit of the hair you won't see because I'm going to draw the hand in place, but we'll worry about that in a minute. And these bits can come together. They've also got glasses. Is it still not going off? Why is my metal pipe sound not going off? Why is it not going off? Let me really quickly, let's do this. Oh my god, Silv. Hi, Chai. How you doing? You can't see it at the moment, because... whatchamacallit, my graphics tablet is in the way, but I took your advice. The bold on the t-shirt is written in Comic Sans. There. Maybe it is going off and I just have it turned down so low that I can't hear it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Exhausted but thriving. That's just your constant state of being, isn't it? We're working on some emotes right now. Yup, yeah, I feel that. You know, I was thinking about you earlier today. I was like, man, It's been such a long time since I've hung out with Chai. And by long time, I mean it's been like, what, a month or something? Like, man, where's my baby girl? Vibe and thrive. Bye, have a fun stream. Oh, you're leaving already? No! Bye, Jake. Bye, Jake. Everyone say bye, Jake, and then put like a disapproving emote next to it so that he knows we're peeved that he's leaving. Wait, what? I thought you were saying goodbye. I thought you were leaving. Oh, it's you. You both come up as blue on in my chat. That's why I got mixed up. Jake's name and Kara's name are both blue. So I saw the blue and I was like, oh, Jake. Goodbye, Kara. I'm sorry. Look, I don't read names. I just look at colors, okay? I don't know how to read. How many times have I told you guys this? Alright, well, that's how the nose looks on the 3D model, but I kind of like when it looks like this instead. It's a very small nose, so I'm trying to keep it close together. A month is like 6 years in Kibi. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I want to get... I've talked about this a couple of times in our gang server, but I'm hoping to do it for the actual like 1K subathon when we get there. I want to grab like all of my streamer friends and all of my streamer friends' partners as well, because most of my streamer friends have like partners who are also streamers, and I want to get like a really, really big group together to play Among Us for my 1K subathon. And I did the math and I was like, man, I actually know enough, like I actually have enough VTuber friends to pull that off. They just all have to be available at the same time on the same day, and that's the hard part. Like, I have the people, I just don't know if we'll have the capacity to make it happen, you know what I mean? No, I clicked free transform. There we go. Make it kind of like this. I want it to fit the other one, but not too much. Kind of like this. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Take my midterm for me tomorrow. What's the subject? Because I'll do it, but you're probably gonna get a 0. I can make this whole head a bit bigger. Not too big though, because I want to be able to outline the top of the hair. I think this works. Welcome back, Skinner. We've decided that I'm gonna take Jake's midterm final for him. I don't know what the fundamentals of management and organizational behavior? Bro, you're gonna get a big fat 0, but I'll do it for you. Jake being a whiny baby while I was gone. Oh dear. I love that as soon as Jake is in the chat, everyone's like, aw, who's being a little baby? And he's like, bro, I'm just standing here. Oh, I love it. Little baby man. Oh no. You guys reminded me, it's got nothing to do at all with being a baby man, but you guys reminded me of this streamer who has like a redeem on their channel that I really want to steal because I think it's the funniest shit ever. Basically she has a redeem in her Twitch channel that it says like remove shirt or something like that. It's supposed to make her like VTuber topless or something, or like just show so that she's only wearing the bra. But what it actually does is it plays like a police siren sound effect. It takes a picture of the profile picture of the person who redeemed it and puts their profile picture on a wanted poster for being horny on main, and I think it's the funniest thing I've seen, and I really want to steal that. Fucking hilarious. I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny. But now that I've told you guys, I have to wait, like, enough time, like, for enough time to pass for you guys to forget that I brought this up. Otherwise it won't work. I will not apologize for being who I am. No. No, of course not. You would never. And you know what? I would never want you to. Skinner would be the most wanted. My mind went to, oh, just remove entire midsection. That could also work. That could also work. Like, remove top, and it just removes, like, the entire bust shot, so it's just from the waist down. That's also really funny. I want more channel point redeems that just troll you guys. I think it would be funny for new people to the stream. Like, ooh, what's this? And then it just fucking nukes them. Alright. So far, I'm liking this pet emote. I'm gonna move, not you, I'm gonna move this to about there. I also just realized that part of your hair doesn't exist, so I'm just gonna put that in. Wouldn't you like to... Why are you calling Skinner the weather boy? Are you quoting something? Also, don't tempt my mod with a hammer ban. Like, you know she will. You know she will ban you. Don't know that. No, I don't. I don't know what you're referencing. Alright, the last thing I need is to put glasses on this character. Wouldn't you like to know whether... I would like to know! What does this mean? Wouldn't you like to know? Guys. I would like to know. Stop. I'm not a weather boy. Leave me alone. Oh my goodness. Do I need to Google it? Do I need to hop onto the YouTubes and figure it out on my own? Are you guys gonna leave me hanging? I'm gonna find this. Why is it the first thing that comes up when I type it? What is this? This is an ad. This is not what I want. Okay. What is this?
Here's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Oh my god, I do remember this.
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
You gotta look out for feral...
Wait, no, I have seen this before. 7 years ago? Chat, I'm not gonna remember every meme from 7 years ago. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Local weather boy, wouldn't you like to... A kid's sketchy? 7, yes. Yes, that meme was uploaded 7 years ago. Of course I'm not gonna remember that. I do remember Free Shivakadu. I do remember that. That one was really funny. I remembered that one because it made my partner crack up when he heard it the first time. I don't know how to add glasses to an emote and still have the expression be readable. Glasses have always kind of been the bane of my existence, despite how much I love glasses. These glasses are actually more rounded at the bottom and square on the top. Kind of like this. I feel like Free Shivakadu would be something Vanny would do. I fully believe that. I believe that. But do you remember the 24th night of September? No, I don't, but I remember the 21st night of September. I remember that one. I used to have a friend in university who was like like, that was their favorite song. They would sing that song all the time. That kind of became, like, a meme at my uni before it was actually a meme, because he just loved that song so much. It was really funny. Alright. I have to put you in a timeout for that? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can, yep. I give you permission. Do it. Not that you need my permission. You're a moderator for a reason. I trust your judgment, but also, like, damn, dude. Alright, I don't think these glasses are gonna quite work out the way that God intended them to, but that's okay. I'll make the snoot a little bit longer so it covers that bit of the glasses. There we go. Commit arson instead. Whoop! Yeah, he's gone. Don't worry though, he likes it in the naughty corner. Alright, there. And then now, just to make it a little cleaner for, like, the sketch, I'm just gonna erase the bits that are behind the glasses frames. There. I think that reads. I think that's cute. Alright, so this is our pet sketch. So we've done this one. I think the heart would probably be the next easiest. Starve and someone get yourself a burger. Ooh, Rogue, what kind of burger are you getting? I want to know. I want to live vicariously through your descriptive paragraph of your burger. Likes it? Well, I mean, I don't know if likes it is the right word. Jake lives in the naughty corner. The naughty corner basically only exists for Jake. When you've been in the joint so long, it's hard to go back. Don't worry, don't worry. The naughty corner's been waiting for you. It missed you. It told me itself. Okay, I think the next easiest one would be the heart emote. I did show them a heart emote that I made, like a while ago. I showed them the Nemi heart emote, you know, with Nemi, the one that we currently have on our chat. So I think I'm just gonna use that as like a foundation. Just because I think it, like, that's kind of the heart pose, you know, when you think about a heart emote on Twitch. So what I'm gonna do is... What am I gonna do? I'm gonna open a reference picture first, is what I'm gonna do. There we go. I got an emergency helpline ad. What the fuck are they trying to tell me? Chai, you're in danger. I hate to be the one to tell you this, Chai, but I think you're in danger. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have the heart like this. Very nice, very cute. That'll be our little base. I might end up making it a bit smaller. G'day, sketches time. Hey Swift, how you doing? You have reminded me that with my current setup, I cannot see YouTube chat again. And I read your DMs to me. I just forgot to download the thing. That's myself. There we go. Those are some sick they are sick glasses. Bangin' song. This is... What is this? This is literally just a 8-hour lo-fi video I found on Twitch. I don't know what any of these songs are. On Twitch? On YouTube. Thank you. Glasses kind of annoy me sometimes. I really love the aesthetic of glasses, but I've always had a hard time drawing them because I draw characters with really big eyes. And so when I do huge eyes, the glasses need to be even bigger and they cover like half the face. So glasses have always kind of bothered me a little bit when it comes to drawing, but I think we're getting better. I think we're getting better. This is the story of a girl. I like that song. That's a good song. can always check him out another time. Also, the song comment was in regard to the 21st night of September. Oh, it is a good song, isn't it? Love that song. Okay, this might annoy some people in chat. I might need to get timed out from my own stream for making this comment, but we'll see. We'll see. I think, what's the song's actual name? Dancing in September? I think that is a better meme song than the Rickroll. I'm kind of sick of the Rickroll. I think the September one is better. My luck in ZA is so shit. No, ZA is just not a great game. ZA is just not great. Like, full disclosure, I haven't played ZA. But from what I've seen, ZA is just not that great. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put this, like... Okay, I have two ideas for the heart emote. We can either pop him, like, right in the back, like this, right? And give him, like, big old eyes and, like, holding the emote like this. Or we can pop him here, and he's, like, kind of taking a bite. He's, like, nomming on it. He's, like, eating it a little bit. Like this. Obviously, I won't use this shape. I'll refine it a little more, but he's kind of, like... having a munch. But the thing is, if he has a munch, then it's not as readable as a heart. So I think we might go... we might make this bigger again, but lower it. Make this smaller. Pop it like here, maybe. There. The memeness left my system with them. I appreciate both. That's true. I appreciate September as an actual song. I think the memification of the Rickroll has kind of ruined that song for me, you know what I mean? How shiny, Hunt? I guess you just don't. I guess you just don't, question mark. Alright, so this time I want the face to be kind of up here. That way, this time, we can actually get a smile in. Ow, that was really disrespectful. I don't appreciate that. Who did that? Actually, who did that? Silv, look up. I redeemed something for you. Alright, hang on. What did you redeem? Hits! Awooga! Sorry. If you want to redeem tits for me, though, you know where my DMs are, Chai. I'm joking. I unironically sing Never Gonna Give You Up. I unironically sing, September. I think that's a good song. What are we drawing? We're doing an emote pack, commission. Yo! Guys. Let's be cool. Let's be chill, okay? Let's be cool and chill and cool and chill and cool. But if you're into that kind of stuff, Chai does have NSFW content. Somebody let the boyfriend. The boyfriend's playing Hades 2 next to me right now. I think he's finished the main game, actually. He's just doing the side content. I don't know if this character has sharp teeth, but they kind of look like a dragon, so I'm gonna assume they do. Bring this in. Actually, no, bring it, like, here. Something about this is not Bonito Flakes. I don't like this. I've been drawing Mother for too long, so I draw this, like, muzzle thing, and my brain goes, oh my god, it's my character, Mother! I'm like, no, it's not. It's something else. Silv, I've already seen your tits. I see them every time someone redeems it. It's true, it's true. Skinner, get the horny back! Guys, we're talking about Twitch integrated throwing system. Guys, of course Chai has seen my Twitch integrated throwing system. Ow. Ow. You know the funniest thing, right? Is that saying the full term Twitch integrated throwing system has been an inside joke between Chai and I for a hot minute. And that inside joke started because we were hanging out one day in VC, and someone who we were friends with, I don't know about Chai, but I'm not friends with them anymore, DM'd us and was like, hey, do you guys want to stream with me right now? And we were both like, yes. And so we hopped into stream with them, and we kept calling each other our wives, and we kept referring to each other's Twitch integrated throwing system, and he had no idea what we were talking about. The whole time. The VOD doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, because the audio got, like, super scrabbled and fucked up, but I thought that was hilarious. Alright, I saw the tarot thing. I'm just getting a reference of this character's hair on, like, another screen, because I don't have it. What kind of tarot reading would you like, my baby? Let me... Where's my... Oh, my baby girl, sorry. Oh, my tarot cards are right in front of me. I got them. What is your question? Did you ask a question already? I'm gonna scroll up. Actually, I don't even... Oh, there. Let the cards decide that. Oh, the emergency helpline. You want to know if you're in danger? I love staring at your Twitch integrated throwing system. Your Twitch integrated throwing system needs more customization, though. Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna be adding some stuff. What I would love to do... All of the assets in my Twitch integrated throwing system are 3D at the moment. I want to replace them all with 2D assets. And the reason why I want to replace them with 2D assets is because I want people to just throw my Snoop plushies at me. I think that would be really funny. I refuse to comment on another woman's Twitch integrated throwing system. I'm married. Would you call setting up more customization a tits job? Guys, I think I should be honest with you. I'm getting a tits job. I'm sorry, I'm getting a tits job. I have to be honest with my community about this. Sorry, I was having a sip of tea because this is just such drastic news. Alright. Yes, throw the snooze. Yeah, I'm planning to add them into the Twitch integrated throwing system. Alright, hang on. We need a yes or no card. Oh, no. That's too many cards. Hi, Fluttershy. How are you doing? Welcome in. Right now, we're asking my tarot cards if Chai is in danger, and they keep giving me a bunch of cards. Every time I say is Chai in danger, like 3 cards fly out, so I think you might be in danger. Just give me a second. So proud of you, besties. So brave, so bold. Thank you. Thank you. I am brave and bold and beautiful, aren't I? You didn't say beautiful. That's one I tacked on myself, but you know what I mean. Slay. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Serious now. Is Chai in danger right now? Oh, now my cards are quiet all of a sudden. Come on. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Chai. 3 of Swords reversed. Generally speaking, in, like, love readings, that would be a no. But, because it's reversed, and because we're asking about your safety, I believe that's a yes. And specifically, because it's a 3 of Swords, I think that's a heartbreak. I think you're in danger of some emotional heartbreak coming your way, my girl. Maybe you do need that emergency hotline. Whoop. I think my thing disconnected. No! Poor thing. Poor Bubala. It's okay. It's okay. You are definitely some of those things. Damn. Yeah, well, I mean, it's true. I'm already the Grandmaster problem solver. I can't be that and bold and beautiful and brave all at once. Like, I need to leave some titles for everyone else. While they're out, how's the rest of October looking? Alright, hang on. I literally just packed them back up. But I can get them out again super easy. But Chai, my interest has been piqued now. Why are you going through... Why are you in danger of having a heartbreak? That's interesting. Alright, let's see. What's Jake's October looking like? Ooh, did one flip reverse? No. No, I thought it did. What's Jake's October look like? Ooh. Come on. Oh, come on, Boobala. You got it. Oh! Oh, okay, we got it. Ooh. Okay. You are brave and beautiful and the master of planned covers. The bold part already. That's true, that's true, that's true, that's true. You're right, actually. At least during the heartbreak, I can find solace in Silv's Twitch integrated. Come, give me a hug. Find comfort in my Twitch integrated throwing system, girl. Find comfort in my bold Twitch integrated throwing system, girl. Alright. Jake, you've actually got some pretty interesting cards at the moment. You've got the 3 of Wands reversed. Ow. That was rude. You've got the 3 of Wands reversed, the Sun, the 9 of Swords reversed, and the Tower reversed. So, from a glance, it looks like things aren't necessarily going your way. But with the Sun here, it almost seems like you kind of wanted things to fall apart a little bit. So the 3 of Wands, like, kind of indicates that you're not really seeing the bigger picture. You're not thinking about things on a grander scale. Maybe you're having a bit of a lack of foresight. Maybe something's been delayed. Maybe... Okay, no, you said you were doing your midterms tomorrow, right? You said you were doing your midterms tomorrow, right? This could be that your midterm exam has been pushed back. And the only reason I say that is because it is immediately followed by the Sun. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Sun is basically celebrating your inner child, right? It's pure joy. It's pure bliss. It's comfort. And so, with the 3 of Wands reversed being, like, thinking small or having things cancelled, followed by this, it could be that your midterm gets pushed back. It could be that there's not a lot going on in, like, your life right now, or you feel like there's not a lot going on in your life right now and you're happy about that. It could be one of those two things. But something has either fallen apart or there's, like, just not a lot happening in your life and you're really, like, you are very, very happy about it. It is a very positive thing. But then you've got the 9 of Swords reversed and the Tower reversed, which makes me think that this Sun card, this happiness, it could either be really, really fleeting, and that this 9 of Swords reversed is like your inner turmoil, your inner stress, your fears, and all that coming back, because now you have to wait for this thing you wanted to happen. It could also be that now that this thing is not happening, or now that, like, there's not a lot going on, you're able to release a lot of your worries, fears, anxieties. It could be, again, something has been cancelled and you're feeling all of this joy and you're able to let go and relax because now you have more time to prepare for it, which is why I mentioned your midterms again. It might not be the midterms. I am saying that. This is just, like, an example that I could think of to kind of explain what's going on with the cards. But then you've also got the Tower reversed, and the Tower is always an interesting one when it comes out reversed to me, because when it's upright, it's all about sudden change, having a revelation, kind of, you need to change or the world will make you change type situation. but when it's reversed, all of that energy is internal. You're having a sudden change because you want to change, you know? Now, it could also be that you're fearing a change, or you're kind of avoiding some sort of disaster. And honestly, now that I say that out loud, that's probably what it is. Like, this thing that's been cancelled, or this thing that's been delayed, or this thing that's not really happening for you right now is giving you a lot of time to breathe. It's giving you a lot of time to breathe, a lot of time to relax and enjoy yourself, a lot of time to just kind of be who you want to be, and just adjust the situation so that it's not as bad for you when it does happen, is what I'm getting. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. Did I forget, did I get my reading for the month? I think so. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute. I'm pretty sure you did. In terms of heartbreak, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one causing heartbreak because I recently had to turn a couple people down. You're rejecting people? I'm having way too many people confess their love to me. Chai, the thing is, I actually know exactly what that's like. Because back in... It happened like 3 years in a row. It was 2020... 2021 and 2022, I believe. Every year, in the February to March period, I would get really, really vivid, like, dreams. Really, really vivid dreams. And in that same time period, people who I've been friends with all, like, for years, people who I've only been friends with for maybe, like, a couple weeks, like, everyone just suddenly would decide that they wanted to confess their feelings for me, and it was always the same time of year, and I could never pinpoint why. But then it didn't happen in 2023, and then 2023 later in that year was the year I got with my partner, so, you know, interesting stuff. Oh, hang on, we got another one. Is my health going to improve? We'll pull a yes or no really, really quick. I think I figured out what it might have been. Ooh, what do you think it is, Jake? Is that something you want to share? Alright, let's see. Hang on. Is Fluttershy's... Ooh, you got a card right away. But I didn't get to finish answering the asking the question, so we're not going to take that one. Is Fluttershy's health going to improve? Let's see. Ooh, you got 2. I'll take 2. Ooh. Okay. So you've got the Knight of Wands, which not only is a yes, but it is the fastest moving knight in the deck, which tells me not only is it going to improve, it's going to improve a lot quicker than you think it's going to, which is a very nice thing to hear. Hopefully that works out for you. I know what it's like being ill all the time. It fucking sucks. So I really hope that that is what that is. But then underneath it, you had the Emperor reversed, which I normally, for yes or no cards, only take 1, but these two came out together, so I was a little bit curious. You are going to improve, like, health-wise, faster than you think, but it feels like maybe someone in your life is not very happy about that. Either that, or in your newfound health, you're still gonna have a lot of restrictions. It could be that there's someone in your life that's enforcing these restrictions because of your health. It could be that even though your health is improving, it's not going to improve enough to lift some of these restrictions on your life. But that's kind of what I'm getting at right now. I think the more likely scenario of the two is that your health will improve very quickly, but it won't improve to a point where you'll be able to, like, do certain things. But yeah, I think improvement of any kind is still a good thing, so I really hope that that works out for you. Alright, let me quickly make sure no more redeems would put through, because I can't see them on my regular thingy. Okay, cool. That's the last one. I'm putting the cards away now. Alright. Should I try stupid shit? I'm not legally responsible for any stupid shit you do or do not do. I have to say that, because I don't want to get sued. Can't find a fit for my trainer. Yeah, Pokemon's never been good for fashion. Pokemon's never been good for fashion. My burger is 2 slices of 12-grain whole bread, real mayo and mustard with sliced plastic bread and butter pickles, and home-grilled beef patty. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like pickles, so that's a bit of a killer for me. But, mayo, mustard, patty, and cheese sounds really nice. I do like that. I would never sue you. I appreciate the sentiment, but also I don't know that. Remember the cute guy from class? Kinda letting fate take its course instead of pursuing for something after I realized the age gap. Age gap? Are you the older one or is he the older one? And by how many years? Alright. I got a little too distracted. You're the older one? Ooh. Okay, but by how many years? I think that's a very important... I mean, I feel it's a very important question. But my partner and I are like 10 years apart, so... Before anyone, like, gets any red flags from that, like, I was 19 when we met. Okay, just throwing that out there. Alright, I think the hair is gonna cover most of the face in this emote. Where are the pastels? I have no idea. I'm sorry, girly. Pokemon really should just give you a base outfit with the option to change the colors for it. There's so many games that do that already. Because there were, even when we were doing our Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke, which I do need to get back to. I'm scared to go back because it's so botched, but I said I would, so I have to. But even then, there were some outfits where, like, the outfit itself was cute, but the colors they picked were atrocious, and they wouldn't let me change the colors. Like, why are you gonna give us fashion options if all the fashion options you give us are dog water? You know what I mean? Hang on, so I'm gonna... This kind of comes in. You won't see that because of the heart. And put the arms here. You won't see that because of the heart. You won't see this. Oop, wrong layer. What layer is that? This. Trying to keep everything together. They're 20 to 21 and I'm 25. I know it's not the biggest gap, but being an older sibling kind of makes me put age in perspective. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wouldn't date someone younger than me because I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. And my sister is like only 4 years younger than me. So everyone that's around her age, I just can't, you know? Although, I take it a step further, I don't really even want to be friends with anyone that's younger than, like, 21. 21's how old my sister is, and the only reason, like, the only people who are under 21 that I would talk to are, like, family members. Otherwise, I'm just, like, flat out not interested, I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything, like, any reason for me to be doing that unless I'm, like, babysitting. You'd be the same age as my younger sister's boyfriend, and she's the youngest. Yeah, I can see why you would feel a bit weird about that. I will say, like, on one end, once you hit a certain age, it kind of stops mattering. But then on the other hand, again, as a fellow older sibling, I understand where you're coming from. I feel it. Alright, I need to draw the top of the hair again. Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna take this back. Actually, I don't need this anymore. Don't save. I have younger friends and have dated people younger than myself. Yeah, it's to each their own. I get it. But I can also understand where Jake's coming from. Because, yeah, I think my youngest sibling is 17? 17. And it's just, I don't know. Obviously, like, I'm not gonna bash anyone for dating anyone younger than them. Because if I did, then there wouldn't be any older men out there for me. But you know what I mean, right? I could do it 23 and maybe a 22, but that's cutting it close. Yeah, see, nah. I am exclusively interested in older people. A lot of the people that I've turned down is like, I'm sorry, you're too young for me. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm older than you. And I'm like, yeah, but you're too young for me. You know what I mean? I personally am just not interested in it. And I think it's because, like, I've heard so many stories about men developing at, like, slower rates than women when I was younger. Like, I used to hear that shit all the time. And so I think that's kind of brainwashed me into gravitating specifically towards older people. I think this bit needs to be smaller. Or maybe like this. Yeah. Yeah, that works. There. I forgot I get ads. I'm sorry, dude. Why did I draw this bit? Flick, flick. Oh, right, I see. I erased this bit here. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that and redraw it, considering I had to reconstruct parts of the hair. There. Now this comes in. Yeah, it's poses like this where the glasses might be an issue, but I think if I move the muzzle, it should be fine. Pop it like... Oh wait, that's not the muzzle. That's the muzzle. Pop it like here. Yeah, because I still want it to cover the eyes a little bit. I think it would be cute. But it's like, it's not just about it being cute, it also has to be readable. Because emotes are so small. Alright, now this comes out. Ear. This is just an ear. And then on this side, it's kind of... We've still got this bit here. And then we go... Ooh, actually, no. Kind of... There. The hair looks very similar. Well, the 3D model of the hair, I should say, looks kind of similar to my hair when I translate it into 2D. There we go. Alright, I'm sorry, chat. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be 1 second, and then we'll continue. I'm back. Oh my goodness, chat. What have you done? My goodness. That's fine. It's fine. We can live with it. It's okay. Alright, let me catch up with chat. What happened while I was gone? Oh, all of the messages have been deleted, so I can't check. Okay, good. Fantastic. Good to know. Oh no. Well, whatever you guys were talking about before I went to pee, it's gone now. I believe I saw someone talking about, I think it was Rogue, saying that they were 29 and they dated people younger than them. Honestly, as long as the person was a legal adult, I don't care. It's just my personal preference, you know? Chet said, no, that's ours. That's fine, that's fine. I'm used to not being invited to things, it's whatever. It's okay, I'll live with it. Alright, what I'm thinking is... Yeah, no, full disclosure, chat, I'm actually not feeling the greatest right now, so we're gonna be a little slow tonight. But I don't want to not stream because, I miss you guys. If I can be gay for a second. I miss you. Alright, there. I think that's better, and then we can add this in. There we go. I will say, it's been a long time since I've gone to the bathroom and come back to chat on fire. That's really only something that happens when Jake and Rogue are both in chat together. Needs to happen more often. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. The muzzle is gonna cover the eyes a little bit, but I wanted that. The full eye will probably come out like here. Now the thing is, if I give big eyebrows, will that kind of clunk up the hair a bit? Because sometimes when I draw characters with like, big eyebrows and then they've also got like a lot of hair details, it gets really cluttered. So we'll see how we go. I think this eye could probably come in more. Why isn't it moving? Hello? Is my keyboard just not working? There we go. I think... Ooh, sorry. My goodness. I'm all over the place, chat. I think that'll do. I will actually... Oh great, my keyboard isn't working. There we go. I think I'll keep this bit. And we'll keep... this bit. Because the hair will kind of overlap type situation. Okay. Well, at least on this side, the eyebrow isn't going to be an issue. On the other side, it might be, but we'll see. It looks like it'll be fine. And now we just got to do the glasses. Got a long drive ahead, so I'll head off now. No worries. Thanks for vibing and hanging out with us, Swift. We'll see you soon, maybe. Nice to see you, as always. Skinner is a meanie. Yeah, but you missed her. Be honest. I'm gonna bring this down a bit. They need to be wide glasses when the eyes are open, but when they don't, I can probably just keep them as they are. I live again. Welcome back, welcome back. Worth it. Oh my god, you were timed out too, Chai. I thought you went to sleep. That's why I was like, oh, whatever. I mean, if you commit arson, that's just what's gonna happen. There we go, there we go. Always worth it. I was talking to my partner about this before, but because we like to time people out as a joke around here, I feel like it kind of makes new regulars or like new people coming into the stream kind of uncomfortable, because then they'll just see me timing people out for like really stupid reasons, and they'll be like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to be part of this community, and they don't realize that it's just part of our, like, part of the little culture we've built. It's part of the meme, which is why I feel the need to specify every single time that it's just a joke and for funny ha-has. Because I have had people come in here and, like, actually genuinely get upset about the whole timing out thing. But at the same time, I think it's funny, so I don't really think I'm gonna stop. Alright, there we go. Glasses. Right there, we've successfully done 2 of the 5 emotes. I like this one. This one's cute. They almost look like a shark in this emote, but then when I color it, it'll look more like whatever creature they are. I don't actually know. Alright, well, we've done that one. Which one was that? That was the heart. Done that one. I try to drum it up as a bit. Oh yeah, I think it's funny. I don't remember. It wasn't one of the first times, but I think it was the first time you, like, fed into it. And we were playing The Walking Dead, and I was like, oh, how's everyone's day been? And Jake, with no chill whatsoever in the chat, is just like, oh, worse now that I'm here in your stream. And I was like, oh, okay. Skinner, ban that guy. Good times, don't you think? Silv, I'm still thinking about the video you added me with. The Claire Obscure one in the meme chat. I've been thinking about Claire Obscure a lot lately, now that the Game of the Year, like, season is coming around. What can I say? I'm so encapsulated by your Twitch integrated throwing system. Seriously though, I'm just vibing, about to pass out soon. Aww. Still standing, but I'm still standing better than I ever did. I like that song. Yes, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. Full shade. You are the first person I thought of when I saw that meme. Like, the second I realized what that video was about, I was like, oh, I need to send this to Jake. I'm being so dead ass. Also, I am so sorry. I know I already said that I wasn't feeling very well, but, like, I need to go to the bathroom again. I'm so sorry, chat. I'll be back. Chat, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Also, Jake, I'm not gonna praise you for putting out a fire that you started, okay? That's your mess to clean up. Also, Chai, I can't believe you. After I've showed you my Twitch integrated throwing system, this is how you treat me? My goodness. Alright, we're back. Hopefully, that's the last of it. I hope, man. I feel so icky right now. And you're just pissed, but you don't want to know what's going on in that bathroom. I will have that sippy though. Chai is just based like that. Chat, it's not based. It's not based to bully someone after they've showed you their Twitch integrated throwing systems. That's not based. I'm sorry, that's cringe. Hydration is based. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Alright, which one do we want to do next? I think the next easiest would probably be the sad one. I didn't do a sad one for Lombi, but I did do a sad one for Skylar, and it's probably my favorite emote that I've ever drawn. It was this one. I think it's so cute. But I think I want to keep the tear action. I just don't want to draw the exact same expression. I want to make it a little bit different. I showed you my Twitch integrated throwing system, please respond. No, she asked me for my Twitch integrated throwing system. Chai asked me for my Twitch integrated throwing system. She'll never admit it, but she did. And I was a fool, and I showed her. Alright, I'm gonna do like a... Maybe instead of holding in the tears, I'm gonna do like a combination of that emote for Skylar and like our Nemi like shocked... Not Nemi shock, I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you guys will know the one. Alright, we're gonna start off... It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. I don't know why I'm like, oh, it's too lopsided, it's too this, it's too that. No, this is what we're working with. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do like a... I'm gonna put like their hands like here. Right, I'm gonna put their hands here. Actually, it's probably easier if I just flip this. Flip. Yeah. Alright, cool. So these are gonna be their cute little hands. Cute little nubby hands. And then we're gonna do like a... Still kind of tilted up because I want to be able to draw like the face. Like this. And then we'll do like a... We'll put the muzzle like here. Right? And then we can have some like really big eyes. And then we can do the whole like tears coming down type thing. Yeah, okay, cool. I like this idea. Alright. I almost made a joke, but I feel it's too unhinged. I'll take the time out for the joke. Jake, that's not how that works. Chai, DM me the joke. I'm curious. And if it is too much, I'll do my favorite water gun gif. Like, spray you with cold water. Hello? I returned from hell. Hello, welcome back. How was it? Do the hair again. I'm trying to keep the hair consistent between emotes, but it might change a little bit. Hello, Yoon. How you doing? Welcome in. Alright, I kind of like this vibe. And then it's like kind of symmetrical at a certain point, but not really. Oh my god, Husky! Hey, how you doing? Welcome in! What's crack-a-lackin', my dudes? What were you doing tonight? What were you playing? Guys, Husky is one of my gift tuber children. Lots of stuff happening, but otherwise I'm good. That's good, that's good. I need to clean the jacuzzi. Oh god, that sounds like it's overdue. Alright, so it's symmetrical at a certain point. So I think from here, I'll draw it on a separate layer. Because then I can just copy paste this bit. I don't want it to cover the eyes that we end up drawing too much, but we can worry about that later. So it comes out, and then there's like a little like this, and then it comes down. Ooh, I might redraw this bit. Ooh, I got a DM. Is that Chai's joke? It probably is. Hang on. There we go. Ooh, playing Chronos. Finally got the TTS avatar to work, but then it stopped working. Oh no! What program are you using? Because if you're using Mix It Up, I can kind of help you debug it a little bit. Hello, Boar Butter! Welcome in! How you doing? Purchase Silent Hill F, I'm hype. It's, despite all of the things that I said that gave the impression that I wasn't enjoying it, I do highly recommend Silent Hill F. Oh, Chai, that joke is perfectly fine. It's fine. It's, you're okay. That's fine. You can do that. Story of Silv's life? Chat, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I'm a professional streamer. Send it, approved, bet. Yes, yes, your joke has been Silv approved. I think it's funny. Because it's true. It's true. Have you seen my Twitch integrated throwing system? My Twitch integrated throwing systems are huge. Look at this, look at this. They're huge. Massive, massive assets right there. You know what I mean? Massive. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely chockers. Chockers. I sound like such a bogan. Hope you have a good day. Gotta go sleep. No worries. Have a good sleep. Thanks for coming. There, I can't speak. Thanks for coming by and saying hello, my dude. Alright, we'll do this. And then we've got like a little spike. And then a big spike. Whoops. A slightly bigger spike. And a little spike. And then it kind of... like this. And spike. There we go. This bit can just kind of be flipped over. Ooh, that needs to go by one more pixel. There we go. You sound indeed like a bogan. Wait, chalkers? No, chockers. Yeah, like what Yoon has said, chockers. That could be anything. But what is... Guys, chill. Chill. It's okay. It's okay. I know most of you are American. It's okay. It's alright. I've got you. It's time for our bogan language. So it's actually derived of British English specifically, which is why even amongst Australians, it's more of boomer language. So not only do I sound like a bogan, I sound like a 40-year-old bogan. But usually it's to mean like full. Like something is full. Like my Twitch integrated throwing system is chockers. It's full. It's huge. You know what I mean? But it can also talk about like chaos or intensity, like what Yoon is saying. It can also be like a word used to express disgust. I usually only use it to talk specifically about fullness. But yeah, it's got a couple of different meanings. I'm full of milk. Lesson of the day from Silv. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming to my Bogan 101. So Chockers is full. Yes, well that's one of the ways you can use it. That's the main way that I use it. Alright, so this bit is slightly asymmetrical. Comes out like this instead of up like that. And then, yeah, we've got the hair pieces. So it's like, you won't see all of the hair. We could probably bring the entire design down a little bit to fit the hair. We can try that. And then we can pull it back up. I hyped about Resi 9? Yes. Yes. I'm so keen. I kind of hope that, Leon doesn't show up. I'm kind of sick of seeing his face everywhere. I love Leon. Leon is one of my husbands, but I'm kind of sick of seeing him everywhere whenever there's a new Resi 9 a new Resident Evil project. So I'm hoping that he's not, like, actually a really big player in this game. But I'm super excited for what they do have in store. That's coming out soon, isn't it? It's like in a couple of weeks, right? I'm gonna look that up. It's coming out this year, if I remember correctly. Oh no, what picture is that? Crimson Desert? What is that? That's not this picture at all. Okay, so it looks like it's February next year, which is still pretty close. Do you think Resi 10 will be Resi 10 or Resi X? It depends. It depends, because I think they've dropped the Roman numeral stuff. Because I think in Requiem, they don't, like, in Resident Evil 9, they're not using the Roman numerals, they're using the letter Q in Requiem to be the number 9. I think the Roman numerals were explicitly for Ethan's story, and now that Ethan's story is, like, over, they've dropped the Roman numerals gimmick. I do wish Ethan would come back, though. I miss that little fucker. What were you guys talking about? Oh, we were just talking about the release date for 9. I thought it was later this year, but it's early next year. I just remember RE6 being a 6 because it got memed for looking like a giraffe. Yeah, I have like a YouTube comment on one of my really, really old videos. And at the end of the videos, I used to be like, oh, let me know what you want me to talk about in my next video, like an idiot. And I got a comment, and the comment literally just said you should talk about how the Resident Evil 6 logo looks like a giraffe getting head. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I never did make that video. I'm super unwell. I'm fighting the urge to need to go to the bathroom again, but I'm probably gonna need to go to the bathroom again really soon, chat. I'm just letting you know. What's this one? What is this? Is this empty? Oh no, that's the bottom bit. We can keep that. I just see a giraffe. I didn't know it was getting head. I can hang on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Actually, let me do two things. Let me pull up the YouTube comment that I got, and then let me pull up the logo. I think it'd be really funny. Let's see. Switch to my writing room account. And then how do I go and see old comments? I think it's YouTube Studio. And then when I click into this, view more. 4 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Where is it? I just got jump scared by someone I'm not friends with. Like, why are you in my comment section? Can I search my comment section? I don't think I can. Let's Command F. Oh, it's not here. What about if I get rid of that? Giraffe. Nope. It's here somewhere. Ah, I found it. I found it. Can I click onto that video? Okay, I know what video it's on. I'm gonna show this to you guys, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I need to go back to the bathroom. Alright, cool. So, my video was about Nope. Here's the comment, and then let me pull up the Resi 6 logo. And I got two versions of it. So, here's the comment that I got. Where's the... Alright, window capture. Alright, so here's the comment that I got. Make a video about how the logo of Resident Evil 6 looks like a guy blowing Healthy Harold. If you don't know who Healthy Harold is, I can't help you there. Here's the Resident Evil 6 logo. And then here's someone photoshopping it to make it look like a guy giving Healthy Harold head. So... There's another fun little bit of Silv lore for you. Alright, let's bring it back over here. Oh no, yeah, I don't know if I'm actually allowed to show that on Twitch, so let's just keep that our pretty little secret chat. Let's just keep that between us. I'm gonna have to dip for my test. No worries, dude. I honestly thought we would get to your commission by now, but I don't really think we will. I've been getting too caught up vibing with you guys. Draft getting head makes you need to piss. Confirmed. Actually, no. I think I'm okay. I think I can wait it out. Leon as a T-Rex. Ooh, no. I think if they're gonna do Resident Evil X instead of Resident Evil 10, then they'll just do a dinosaur with the T-virus. They'll bring back the T-virus and they'll give it to a T-Rex. What is Healthy Harold? He's a giraffe, and he talks about health with kids. I loved Healthy Harold as a kid. Judging by that image, I think I want a Healthy Harold now. Healthy Harold is an Australian icon. Thanks, Rogue, for the 16 months. I hope you enjoy your fart with reverb. No, Healthy Harold, that isn't for kids. I'm so sad that no one here actually knows what a Healthy Harold is. Because, again, Healthy Harold is, like, an icon who works with, like, children a lot, teaching kids about germs and the safety, like, the importance of washing your hands and, like, stuff like that. And recently, he was caught in a quote-unquote scandal because there was, like, leaked footage of Healthy Harold, like the giraffe, the literal giraffe, at like a nightclub doing cocaine off of someone's phone, and I thought it was really funny. I know who Healthy Harold is. Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. I loved Healthy Harold when I was a kid. He was so fun. I want to see that. You guys want to see? Can I? Okay, hang on. Am I allowed to show drug use on Twitch if it's a meme? I'm looking at Twitch's policy right now. I don't want to get flagged for anything. Being intoxicated to the point of being incapacitated, drunk driving, use of illegal drugs, and misuse of prescription drugs are prohibited on stream. So, if I show this meme of Healthy Harold snorting a fat line, am I gonna get banned? I have no idea. I'll put it in the Discord server just to be safe. Let me find the clip first of all. Let's see. He was busted in Perth. No, this is the clip of him getting busted. Where's the clip of him doing the drugs? Oh, yeah. Found it. It's a joke, so I don't think I'll get banned from Twitch, but just to be safe, I'm gonna put it in the memes chat on the Discord server instead of showing it. Alright, there you go. If you guys aren't part of the Discord and you want to see it, !Discord, please. Off someone's phone, not off a trans woman's gawk. I know, right? If you're gonna do drugs, you gotta do it off a nice, solid gawk, you know what I mean? I'm back. I know Healthy Harold, just didn't know that was his name. Yeah, I actually didn't know that his name was Healthy Harold for a long time either, so I don't blame you. I am gonna keep the wobbly, like, eye. But yeah, did you hear, Skinner? He got arrested in Perth for doing cocaine in a nightclub. I thought it was so funny when I heard the news. Never meet your heroes, chat. Yes, my services are finally needed. Or chat, if you need something or someone to do drugs off of, you know who to call now. Spoiler alert, it's not me. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, there's a part 2 to that clip that I put in the Discord server, by the way. There's a part 2 where he's like being carried, not carried, but like he's being escorted by police. Yeah. It's a different Healthy Harold costume, which makes me think that it's like, you know, not a thing. But I thought it was a funny continuation anyway. So here you go. We need a free Healthy Harold. Alright. I think before I copy paste this side, I'm gonna do a couple of things. I think, well, first of all, I'm gonna turn this off. I need to see how messy this looks. It doesn't look awful. I might need to resize the eyes to make room for the glasses, but we'll see how we go. Alright, that's gonna be... Maybe I should make it smaller. How small is it here? Yeah, it's a lot smaller. Let's make it smaller. There we go. Yeah, and then even though the hair is here, we could probably get away with putting a drop like here. I don't want it to be too big. I think that will be good enough. And then maybe like one kind of resting on the hand type situation. You know that weird thing that water does where like before it seeps into your skin it just kind of awkwardly sits there for a minute? Like that. Alright, cool. So now I can copy paste this bit. So there's a couple of adjustments that need to be made for this to work. First of all, we're going to bring it down. I think I'm going to make the whole thing a bit smaller. Alright, I think I can work with this. Maybe it's healthy. RFK Jr. recommended cocaine to concentrate in school. That's true. Maybe Healthy Harold is onto something. The industry just does things to you. It's a cutthroat industry, honestly. Maybe the pressure's just getting to him a little bit, you know? Can we really blame him, chat? I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna make it, like... here, but I'm also gonna like kind of have it overlap the hand, I think. Kind of like a tear, kind of like rolling down the hand type situation. Oops. Yeah.
So you want to start a business?
Is that an
You might
ad?
think you need a team of people and fancy tech skills.
Is that an
No,
ad?
you just need good
Hey,
Eddie
get
Furry.
out of here. Anyway, how long has there been ads playing in my video? Alright. I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna close the mouth a little bit, but I'm gonna make it wider. Close it a bit, like have it come out more. And then we can kind of tie the muzzle into like this bit of the mouth, I think. Yeah, I don't just want to copy the one that I did for Skylar. I want to make it at least a little different. It's so stupid. Alright, cool. Now the difficult part, because the eyes are like wide open now, is the glasses. You can kind of bring it in like this. There. Are you still working on your outfit? Jeez. They really did leave you with no options, huh? Alright, I actually don't think that looks too bad. I think we can make the glasses work. I think what I'm gonna do, just to make the emote a bit more readable, is I'll do what I did for the other emotes, in the sense that I'll, like, erase the underbit of the glasses, but I'm gonna put the tear for the eye in front of the glasses frame, because I think, even though that's, like, realistically not how it would work, I think the emote would be more readable as a crying emote that way. I'm gonna put it, like, as close to the same spot as I can. About there. Because when I do the line art, I'm just gonna like draw half of the emote and then paste it on the other side. Alright, there we go. But yeah, for these bits, this underbit will disappear. But then specifically here, we're gonna put the tear in the front. I think it'll just look nicer. I could be wrong, it could look like shit, but, you know, that's what the sketch phase is for. We experiment, and if it looks like shit, then we just fix it up. It's so dumb. I love it. The thing is, I don't think this line would be here. I think you might have like an indication that that's where the face ends. But then like this would be neck, and then there'd be like a shirt here. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Alright, cool. What was this one? This one was heart, so I'm gonna write that down. Heart. This one is tears. So we've done the crying one. We've got a hug emote and the gun. I know I just said I kind of want to make each emote unique, but for the gun one, I think I might just trace the gun from my Nemi emotes that I did. Just because, like, I don't particularly like drawing guns. I mean, it's not that I don't like drawing guns, it's just that I'm not very good at drawing guns, so I think it might be easier and, like, more of a time save if I just trace that gun. But I also, again, just kind of want to make them a bit different, so I don't know. I'm having a look at some other gun emotes. could maybe, instead of like holding the gun from the side, let me open the Nemi one. Where did I put it? It's a very old emote, so it's probably like buried in files within files within files. Emotes, cats. Ah, Nemi, here we go. Me when they asked me to showcase my Glock, I misunderstood the assignment. Oh no, boobala. Yeah, I might just trace... Actually, no, I don't think I will trace this gun. I think we'll give him a unique gun. I think in order to make it funnier, instead of just holding the gun at an angle like this is what I wanted to do for my own emotes, so I can experiment with this person's. I'm gonna draw them. And we're gonna put the gun, like, I'm drawing a box right now just to indicate where the gun will be. We're gonna put the gun, like, here in the front, right? The problem is, I'm not very good at, like, angles and stuff, so I need to figure out how this gun is gonna look from that angle. I still right now. I love a huge gawk in my face. Oh god, please don't shoot! Oh no, you guys are awful. Alright, I'm looking at a reference picture. So this is gonna look like chicken scratch for a bit. You can tell when I'm drawing something that I've never drawn before, or that I'm struggling to draw, because you can see it in my line work. If I'm referencing something, or I'm not confident in the shapes that I'm drawing, then it's chicken scratch like this. And then when I either don't really care, or I have a bit more confidence in what I'm drawing, then the sketch lines are a lot smoother. And then it's like, it kind of comes out... Oh no, there's like a... Here. I don't want to put too much detail to the point where it muddies the emote, but I do want it to look different. There we go. And then it's like, there's like another bit down here, but that bit is like the perspective angle. The perspective comes kind of up like this. And then it like rounds off at the end. I think this is too short, but we'll figure it out. I think like that. And then it's got like a... God, you can tell that I'm not American. It's like a little circle here. I don't know what this bit's supposed to be, but it's there. And it's very short too, whatever it is. What am I looking at? It's like... I just had like a sudden drop in my stomach. It's like, oh god, I'm not referencing an AI picture, am I? I don't think I am, but the amount of times I have to do a double take and be like, what the fuck am I looking at is making me second guess it. I don't know what that is. I think whatever it is, I'm gonna put it over here. Got a line there, and then there's like another line here. The reference picture doesn't have this. It's just I always draw it on my guns. I don't know why. There we go. If it goes according to plan, the only change in dialogue is removing the don't. Oh god. Alright, I can't quite see what this bottom bit looks like. Oh, okay, I see. So there's like a... Hang on, we're not done at the back here. Fuck, where does it go? Does it just extend out like that? I have no idea. Oh, I don't like drawing guns anymore. I've decided I actually hate it. It looks like shit too. It's salvageable, but it looks really bad. I think we put like a... This is where the guard for the hand will be. Or the little finger trigger thingy. Right. But he'll be holding it with this hand, so... Just pop his hand in there. I don't want to draw fingers on these emotes. I've decided that I don't want to draw fingers. So you put his other hand like here. Nah, I'm gonna start again. This looks like shit. What do I do? What do I do, chat? I think it was too detailed for an emote anyway. Nubs for hands are cute. Nubs for hands for emotes, I think, are very serviceable. I enjoy them. I think the gun was too complicated, and that's why I wasn't enjoying it. Maybe I do just trace this gun. Let me get the basic shape down. Maybe we'll switch the angle. Like, maybe we'll flip it around. I don't know. There we go. I already have a hard enough time drawing guns, and I feel like if I'm gonna simplify a gun for an emote, then I need to have a better understanding of how guns actually work. So until then, this is my gun. And before anyone kicks and screams and cries and throws up, this is my own artwork, so deal with it. Alright, cool. That's the basic gist of it. Bring it over here. Expand Glock. Glock with an L. Expand Glock, okay? Gun. Expand gun. There we go. Make gun bigger. Why am I making this worse for myself? Hello, how are you? Alright, so I might flip it around. Do it this way. Make the head a bit smaller. Bring the gun up maybe a bit more. Alright, do I usually add necks to my emotes? I don't really remember. Kind of, not really. And then we'll put little paws right here. Which means we could probably... Shouldn't have merged the gun in the circle. Yeah. We put the gun higher, maybe? Right? Put one paw here. 'Cause I don't want to draw the actual, like, trigger. I'm bored. I'm not bored, I'm lazy, is what I mean. Leave that as it is. I'm gonna merge that with the gun. I'm gonna pop his head like here, just so that we have more room for the rest of the like hair and stuff. But I know I literally just merged this with the gun, but I think I'm gonna change the positioning a little bit. Arm here, right, and then I would put his hand here. Pop in the other hand like this. There we go. My priorities are weird. I studied literal, like, human rotting flesh in order to figure out how I wanted to replicate, like, flesh dying in my art style, and yet I have not been bothered to study what guns look like. I should have studied what guns look like, because there are a lot of people in my comic that use guns, but, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Just didn't want to do it. Do you speak Spanish? Unfortunately, no, I do not. I should learn, though, because I'm part South American. Glock and nothing else. Gun, even. What is that Labubu emote? That is awesome. Could try working with new guns to kind of get a better feel and for drawing them. Yeah, I think as long as it's good with Twitch TOS, I might do a future art stream where I just do, like, a gun art study. Especially because eventually, in my animatic series, one of the characters is gonna get a weapon that basically, for lack of a better term, pulls a ruby, in the sense that it's able to transform into a gun. And if I want to do that, I need to understand how to design the weapon in a way that it realistically looks like it could morph into something that looks like a gun. I have been tempted to just pay someone else to design that weapon for me, but the one person I wanted to design it, I think has stopped taking weapon commissions, or like prop commissions. I think these need to be a bit bigger. Yeah, if it's Twitch TOS friendly, then I think that's something we can do in the future. I'm gonna flip it this way. Actually, no, if I'm gonna flip it that way, I'm just gonna redraw it. I think it would be Twitch TOS friendly, because we're allowed to have emotes that have guns in them, so I don't see why me drawing guns on stream would be an issue. But I'm just gonna double check. Damn, no more weapons. To be fair, I don't even know if they're taking commissions anymore, period. It's been a long time since I've talked to them. And last time I heard what was going on with them, they seemed to not be doing alright, which is unfortunate. And then, yeah, we haven't heard from them in, like, months. So I hope they're okay, wherever they are. There we go. Although there are a lot of really, really talented weapon and prop designers out there, so if I really didn't want to do it myself, I could probably find one. But it's probably a good idea that I do make it myself, because even if I'm not the one who designs it, I have to then, like, draw it. And during fight scenes, I don't know how this is gonna go, so don't quote me on this, but it's something I really want to do. I want all of the fight scenes to be fully animated. And so if I'm gonna fully animate the fight scenes, I need to be able to understand how the weapon works. So in that case, it's probably easier if I just design it myself. There's the rest of the body. I need to be able to see it. turn it down a wee bit. Yeah. Alright, she's coming together. That and plenty of games have guns in them, and Twitch is a game streaming platform. It's true. It should be fine. It should be fine. My problem is if I decide to show the reference pictures that I'm, like, that I'm referencing while I'm drawing. Twitch isn't quite like YouTube with its guidelines, and I'm pretty sure on YouTube they even went back and you're allowed to show, like, guns and weapons and stuff now. I don't know. You should design it yourself. Nobody can see your creative vision better than you. Guys, do you want to see the weapon for the main character at the moment? I think it's kind of cool because it is a weapon that I designed myself. Where is it? Here. I designed both of these weapons myself. But this is the one that I wanted to talk about. This is this hammer one. Because I was watching Arcane Season 1, and I was like, ooh, I really, really want to design a weapon that kind of reminds me of Arcane Season 1, and I really liked the idea of combining, like, a really, really fun and kind of innocent concept, and then a terrifying concept. So, his weapon is, like, the very basic silhouette of a candy wrapper is what I was going for. And, like, same with the aesthetics, too. Like, the general shape is supposed to be reminiscent of a candy wrapper, right? You got your cute little... I don't know what it is. It's a candy, okay? And then these bits here, obviously it's part of the candy wrapper aesthetic, but it's also... It's also a meat tenderizer. This isn't just for show, right? Like, when you see it on its angle, like, this whole, like, thing is covered in spikes. So this is a meat tenderizer more than it is a hammer, right? And then I was playing with the idea of this being the weapon that transforms into the gun. So, like, if that was the case, then this would kind of be, like, the guard where the trigger would be. But this is not the weapon that transforms into a gun. This is just a hammer. And I just thought it was really fun. I just thought it was really fun, okay? It might not be a really good weapon design, but I really enjoy it. So, now you guys have to bear witness to it. Alright, let me have a quick sip of my drink. Oh, big sippies. Alright, what are we doing? What you need to do is go online and find a Spanish dub of Saint Seiya. It's a show that gave the internet yaoi. Ooh. Ooh, okay. You had me at gave the internet yaoi. I want to see where this goes. I'll do that. That's something that I would like to do now. You know what else I'd like to do? I'd like to get this muzzle in before I draw the rest of this. I also think we should give the, should give like a shit-eating grin in this emote with the gun. And give the snoot. If for a shit-eating grin, I think I'm gonna put some like nose wrinkles in the snoot, you know? You know, when you scrunch your nose. I don't really know how to properly do that with a snoot. I'm sure that'll do. Put the mouth... I want to put the mouth underneath the muzzle, so it's gonna go like here. Right, but then the it's also gonna creep over to the other side, so kind of like... I want it to creep over to the other side, but I don't know how to do it without it looking weird. I think that might be it. God, when I was a younger artist, I used to be so good at drawing expressions, and I feel like I've kind of lost that a little bit. It's just something that I need to get back into practice with, because I haven't really had a lot of time to do any personal art anymore, and that's where I used to do all of my expression practice, so... gotta make time for it. Although I think this will be fun. Wait, what did I just merge that with? Oh, no, go away. The really amazing weapon designs, not gonna lie. Now if only you can eat the hammer. I wish. I wish. I like the candy wrapper vibe that I gave it. I don't know why that was something I chose to do, because it doesn't really, like, tie into the person carrying the weapon at all, you know? Like, they don't have... I mean, they do kind of have a sweet tooth, but it's not really explored in the show. They don't have a sweet tooth, they don't have a specific affiliation with candy or food. It was just a fun design. And usually, in the industry, that would be a no-no. You have to have a reason for your design elements. But my show's not an industry show, so... fuck it, he gets the cool candy wrapper. Sorry, I'm trying to not have the eyebrow line up with that specific line in the hair. And it's making me angry. Maybe like there. Maybe it should be an angry... it's shit-eating grin, maybe. Like a he type thing. There's something wrong. You're not expressing the way I want you to express. I think it could be... it could be the mouth. Maybe the mouth needs to come higher. But I think it works until I put the eye in. Maybe the eye is smaller? No. Fuck. Let me draw the other eye first. No, please. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think the mouth needs to come higher. Alright, we can merge these. Okay, okay. Alright, hang on, wait. We're getting somewhere. Bring it, like, way up, like this. Maybe this will work? Okay, okay. I think I like this better. I think I like this better. What we're gonna do, though, is we're gonna cut this part of the smile off earlier. And then we're gonna have... I still want this to curl up, but I think we're gonna pull it out a bit more. Okay, 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 okay. There we go. Alright, alright. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool. We got it. Ready to pass out. Good night, Chai. Have good EPs. Goodest of EPs. Alright, let's check out this outfit. I mean, from what I can see, it's pretty cute. Given the limitations of Pokemon, I think you did your best. Alright, I think when I add the eyes in, it kind of ruins the whole look. It looks great like this. Maybe, yeah, maybe if I keep the eyes small. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at her. Them, sorry. Look at them. The light grey Scort. Is that what that is? What can you say? Pokemon with guns are real powerful. I mentioned this to my partner. I was like against playing Pal World when it came out, strictly because I heard rumors that they, for a lot of their like monster models, I heard that they had either sorry, I'm trying to formulate words. I heard that most of their models were like ripped from Pokemon and then just ever so slightly edited, and then the ones that weren't ripped from Pokemon and slightly edited, I heard that they were AI generated, and I didn't want to support a game that had AI in it, but I never followed up on if that was confirmed or not, and I see a lot of like other artists in particular playing Pal World, and because other artists are playing it, I'm like, oh, maybe the AI stuff got debunked, I don't know, and I just forgot to look into it. This is probably my favorite emote so far. Look at them, chat. They're just so happy. They're just such a happy pappy. Oh my goodness. You can tell that I scaled up this part of the sketch because it's so much bigger. Oh, but I really like this one. This one's cute. Alright, that's the line for their shirt because they're going to be wearing a shirt. I might steal this pose and stuff for my own emotes when I finally get to making my own. Alright, that's the gun. We got one last one, and that's the hug emote. Let me label this one as gun. The hug emote that I showed them was the one that I made for Lombi. Let me pull it up. Where's my commission folder? Oh, here. These are the emotes that I did for Lombi. This is the emote that I showed them for the hug. I think I want to make it a little different. It was confirmed as lies. Turns out the company was actually very anti-AI and actually made an anti-AI propaganda game in the past. Oh, okay. I need to look into that proper then, because if there's no AI, then like obviously I'm a lot more willing to check out that game. The thing that does kind of bother me though is having models completely ripped from Pokemon, so I also need to fact check that one too. Because I'm all for using pre-made assets, but like you gotta get permission to use the pre-made asset, you know what I mean? Alright, so I found a similar but kind of different hug emote online that I'm gonna reference instead. So we're gonna have... Oh, I forgot to open my chat again. There we go. I can see you guys now. Hello. Alright, so this is gonna be the character in question. We'll pop the face like here. So we're gonna do the downward muzzle again. Pop it here. Let me bring that out a little more. I'm gonna adjust the size of the emote later on. For now, I just want to get all the shapes in. So we're gonna stick with the little bean hands. Stick with the beans. Gonna bring this in. The problem with bean hands, though, is once they reach a certain length, it gets weird to keep the hands as beans, you know what I mean? I gotta find that sweet spot. And then I'm just gonna copy-paste this circle, actually. That's not what I copy-pasted. There we go. I'm gonna copy-paste it. I'm just gonna get rid of this bit, because I'll just redraw the, for lack of a better term, the crosshair. Pop you in there. Alright, if we're gonna pop you in there, then this bit here can kind of come down a little bit. Like this. Yeah, there we go. And then this is gonna be them basically hugging their chat. So chat gets their own little neck shoulder thing. And then you can see, like, maybe chat's hand comes in through here. Maybe... okay, hang on. I need to play with sizes a little bit. Or maybe chat comes up like this. No, that feels too romantic when you've got one, like, one hug going over the shoulders. Maybe that's just me. Imagine leaving NPCs for like 5 minutes and then they come back looking like pastel throw up. You know, we need to bring back the pastel vomit aesthetic. Bring it back, I say. Alright, so I'm gonna put, like... this is gonna be chat's hand. I don't think you'll even see it during, like, when I rescale the emote. Because we want to use as much of this space as we can. But just for the sake of it, pop it in there just so that we know it's there. You might not see it, but we know it's there. Alright, there we go. And then we can... chat's not gonna have a face. But we will still pop that in. Get rid of this. Alright, cool. And now we can resize. Alright, I think that's good to start with, and then I can make it bigger or smaller as we go on. There we go. Pastel Chuck. That is absolutely what it would be called. It would absolutely be called Pastel Chuck. That's awesome. There's a pastel woman in this game? Oh, really? Alright, you know, we might actually get to Jake's commission. I didn't think we would, but we might. Because this is the last sketch for this emote pack, and then I have to send it off for approval. So I don't know if we'll finish the sketch for Jake's commission, but we'll definitely be able to start it. There we go. What? Oh no! What happened? Hey yo? Uh-oh, what's going on? Are we back? Oh, thank God we're back. I have no idea what happened there, chat. I think my internet just temporarily went down. Which, it's scary, because, like, I have an Ethernet cable. Oh God, are we gone? Oh, we're gone, hang on. Oh shit, it's broken. Oh no. Oh shit, what's going on? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, are we back? Hello? What the fuck happened? Am I still here? Am I still here? Hello, 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 hello? Okay, I think we are. Okay, we're still here. Oh god, that was... I don't know what happened there, chat. I have an Ethernet cable plugged in, so we should have been fine, but the internet just went out, and then when I tried to reconnect, OBS just froze. So that's fun and great and dandy and all good. Alright, we're back though. Everything's fine. We're back though. Let's see. It heard me talking about Jake's commission and it was like, ew, Jake. And then it died. I genuinely don't know what happened there, chat. I have an Ethernet cable. It shouldn't have just crashed like that. I don't know if it was an internet issue or it was an OBS issue, but whatever happened, it's done now. Oh, okay, okay. Nintendo probably heard me talking about it's true, they probably heard us talking about Power World and they were like, ew, no. Get rid of it. Actually, I think... I don't know if this is true, I have to double check, but I think a demo of Power World is available through PlayStation Plus. Why do you look wrong? I think the stress of the stream crashing has, like, ruined my mojo. There we go, that'll do. I'll bring this down lower, actually. Pop it, like, here. I don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical with this bit. It just looks weird when it does it. I checked, but I only have PC. Yeah, I'll probably boot up the PlayStation at some point tomorrow and have a look, because I gotta figure out what I'm doing for my streams next week as well. And you know, I paid for PlayStation Plus. It's rubbish, but I did pay for it, so I may as well try and use it for what it's worth. I was so excited when I got PlayStation Plus too, and like, the only thing I realistically use it for is to play Monster Hunter Wilds online. There we go, there we go. I kind of like this character's hair. It's very simple and fun. Pop the ear up here this time. There we go. Ooh, I think I might make the muzzle a bit bigger, actually. When characters have muzzles like this, I kind of like to make them big. I might make it a bit thinner, though. There we go. What a cutie. Make it a bit thinner at the top, just so that I can wide it out again at the bottom. There we go, there we go. Nice, nice. I'll leave that there, because the color of, like, the bottom of their muzzle kind of bleeds into their neck. Cute, 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 cute. Alright, we'll put the shirt in there. And then this sleeve kind of wraps up about there. Oh, adorable, even. And then this one's just gonna be chat, so we can do that later. Thank you, Stream Elements. I am live right now. Thank you. And then yeah, chat's not really gonna have its own face. I'm gonna keep it anon like that. I might add a nose. Nah, I didn't add a nose last time. I won't add a nose. We might make the mouth open though. Did I give them? No. It's literally just a circle with ears. We can work with that. And then, I know you won't really see the hand, but I want to show like the indication of their arm also being there. Otherwise it just looks a little odd. And then we can do... I think their eyes are closed. They're in basically every single one of these emotes. I've got to check. I think the only one where their eyes are open... Oh no, sorry. There's two where their eyes are open. It's the gun and the crying one. Every other one, their eyes are closed. I can get rid of this now. Alright, I'm just gonna draw the other eye in like a random spot just so I can get the shape right, and then we'll move it. Kinda like... Yeah, I kinda like having it there. Actually, I might change the eyebrow. Ah, fuck. I might change the eyebrow just because I'm really worried about the final line art, the eyebrow getting lost in the hair details. Instead of popping it up there, I might do like a... I don't want the eyebrow to be bigger than the actual eye though. That's another thing that I do sometimes. There we go. Very cute. Alright. Now I can add the glasses in. And then I think that's these emotes done. Well, the sketches at least. Give us brows that eclipse the sun. I really like drawing chunky eyebrows. I used to only do it for my masculine characters. No, sorry, I used to never do it at all. Then I only ever did it for my masculine characters, and then I discovered an entire community of people that, like, worship anime girls with thick eyebrows. And I've always had, like, not thick eyebrows, but, like, definitely not thin eyebrows either. And I was like, oh, people actually like the idea of thick eyebrows. And so I started drawing them on, like, all of my characters. And it just got crazier and crazier and crazier. Specifically with my PNG tuber model. You guys won't see it now. I think now the eyebrows are like appropriately proportionate on my PNG tuber. But whenever I draw her as like a meme or something, I always make the eyebrows go crazy. Let's leave it there. My fetish is girls. I like it when women... I too like it when a woman just womans. It's beautiful. It's so funny, because my partner, his ex... I won't go too into detail, but she was like a jealous type. To put it lightly. Like, he would look in the general direction of another woman for like 2 seconds, and she would start a fight about it. And a couple of weeks ago, we were in like our local shopping center together, and there was a woman walking in front of us, and her outfit was very complimentary to her figure. Very complimentary. It was beautiful. And I remember I tried to keep my voice down because I didn't want her to hear me, but I turned to my boyfriend and I was like, damn, look at her, man, like gorgeous, beautiful. And obviously, because of, like, the trauma that he has from his past relationship, he's like, oh yeah, I mean, it's aight. And I was like, beautiful woman. I love women, man. And he's just staring there trying not to laugh at me. Hang on, I dropped something. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's trying not to laugh at me, and I'm just like, yo, dude. And then he talked to me about it later, and he goes, you know, I appreciate that, that you're like that. And I'm like, you appreciate that I'm fucking weird? And he goes, yeah. So yeah, there's that. Alright, with that, I think that's our hug emote sketched out as well. I believe that's all 5 of them. So I'm gonna really quickly pop this onto, like, a separate, picture. Just so that I can send all of the sketches in one thing. I usually send them on a 1920 by 1080. But this is like, this isn't pixels, this is inches, so this is gonna take a while to like resize everything. I'm gonna grab a white background. Sorry for everybody's eyes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy paste between the layers like this. And then actually, I'm not gonna use white. White's dumb. I'm gonna use my background color. There we go. It's just less, it's just easier on the eyes, I think. Bring these down. Alright, cool. So now I can copy these. To be fair, femboy is when a man womans, so it checks out. That's fair. I'm not the biggest fan of femboys. I've said that to chat multiple times. I'm not a huge fan of femboys. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, otherwise I'm gonna talk about femboys for like 45 minutes, and I don't want to do that. Oh no, outside of the... no! That's alright, we can fix it. Alright, I believe that's tall enough. Okay, they all have elements that go outside of the square, but that's fine. I can work with this. Yeah, that works. And then we can just kind of... My cat's drinking water too fast. I just heard him make a really, really loud gulp and almost choke. And now he's gonna finish drinking and he's gonna walk onto the carpet and he's gonna start heaving because that's what he does. It's not really important that the line art goes over the square. It's just like, if this is sketches being sent for approval, then I just want them to look a little clean. I'm really happy with these, actually. I think these all turned out super cute. I think my favorite one... Chat, what's your favorite one? I think my favorite one is the gun... Oh, I didn't add the glasses to the gun emote. Alright, hang on. I can fix that. I can fix that easy. I think my favorite's the gun, and then probably the crying one. I think those two are my favorites. Alright, gun. Gotta fix this. How about tomboys? I like tomboys. I was one when I was a kid, and then it turns out no, I wasn't. I was just not a girl. They're all so cute, and then there's the huge Glock. Yeah. You ever feel like you just don't sleep? Yes. Yes, I get that feeling a lot. About to go group up against a Mega Starmie? That sounds awful. Mega Starmie actually pisses me off. I'm sorry, he just does. I've seen the design, and my immediate reaction was, haha, that's funny, but now that the meme has worn off, he just pisses me off. There we go. Can't believe I forgot the glasses on one emote. There we go. I feel like the glasses kind of ruin the vibe. Let me try again. I think I was just in a rush, that's why they looked super ugly. This will bring the nose bit down a little more to make room for the frame. Okay, it looks a bit better. I think because the eyes are wider in this emote, it's making the glasses look a bit more awkward, but that's okay. There we go. Sorry, chat. I'll have a look at you guys in a second. I just want these glasses to look nice. Now, because I was an idiot, not an idiot, but because I merged all these layers, I gotta improvise here. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, cool. Now I can, why are you still open? Get out of here. Now I can replace this one. I'm just trying to figure out where it needs to sit. Right there. Perfect. Alright, cool. And now I can just do what I did before. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. It's sitting a bit higher. There we go. Easy! Alright. Those are the emotes we've done today. I love all of them, but if I had to rank, it would probably be... Let's see. It would probably be gun first. Then the pet, actually. Then crying. Then the heart. And then the hug. But... it's a very hard pick. I love when I have a night where I just love everything I draw. It's so fun. I love when that happens to me. Alright, so I'm really quickly gonna save these so that I can send them over. I have like a commission folder for every single person who commissions me to keep it clean. So I just need to make this person their own folder. Really quick. New folder. There we go. Alright, cool. So this one can just stay as a PNG. These are the sketches. And this one... I'll pop this on the top. This one can be saved as... just as emotes. No, emotes with an M, not an N. Emotes. Done. Alright, cool. Chat, give me 1 second. I've just got to send these, pictures over. Where are they? Here they are. Here are the sketches. Over your emotes. let me know if you want anything changed or edited. If not, then I'll proceed to finish them. Easy. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright, how much time do we have left? We have a little over an hour, so I can start the sketch for my other commission, which was for Jake. Unfortunately, he's gone now, but that's okay. He wants a chibi model, a chibi drawing, sorry, of his Monster Hunter Monster Hunter Rise character. He didn't give me a pose, though. He gave me a couple of different, like, poses for reference photos, but he didn't tell me what pose he wanted his character in. I probably should have asked him before this. So I think what we might do, instead of doing a detailed, like, sketch, like these ones, because I don't know what pose, Jake wants, I might just send him, like, a little mood board of different poses. Unless, Skinner, do you remember if, when he was talking about it, if he mentioned what pose he wanted to commission me for in, like, the Discord server? Do you remember that? What about a Tom girl? The only thing I think of when I hear the word Tom girl is Chris Chan. I cannot sever the tie between Tom girl and Chris Chan, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Alright, hang on, let me see if he mentioned it. Need some ref images. Just wanted to get photos to be used as refs. Which outfit? Crouched over the shoulder. Kind of liked this pose, but it's odd with the armor. So he was asking for poses for the reference pictures, but he didn't mention a pose that he wanted them drawn in. What should I do? I'm not sure. No, I mean, what is a Tom girl? It's basically like a gender swapped version of a tomboy. It's a term that Chris Chan coined himself. And it's basically like, yeah, a person who identifies as a man but enjoys like feminine or stereotypically feminine hobbies, kind of like, you know, how a tomboy is a woman or a girl who enjoys more masculine hobbies. Let's see. I don't know what to do. He went to sleep. Should I play around with poses, or should I just, like, DM him and ask and not touch his commission until I get an answer chat? Because if I don't have a reference pose, then it's kind of leaving me to the wild, you know what I mean? I'm gonna look through, Pinterest, see if I can find a pose that might be good. I also need to remember to turn on the AI filters for Pinterest, because I'm getting tired of seeing these, like, AI character designs in my feed. It's really annoying as a character designer. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of good poses, but none that are good for, like, his character. No idea who Chris Chan is, though. Oh my goodness. Oh, all I'll say is he is the most documented person in internet history, and that's it. If you're curious, I can send you to a YouTube channel that has documented his entire life, but other than that, I don't think I want to talk about Chris Chan any further. At least not tonight. Maybe another time. Maybe if let's have a look at, like, chibi action poses. Let's see what comes up. Ooh, what about this one? I like this one. Does his character have a sword? Let me open the references. Yeah, he's got 2 swords. Okay, so maybe the pose I was looking at won't work. Because, yeah, I was looking at a pose that's only got 1 sword. Okay. I had to disable AI on Rule 34. I have seen Rule 34 be so flooded with AI, and it's like, guys, I know you're only there to goon, but can you have standards when you goon, please? Please. I feel somehow blessed that and I don't want to know because they sound like a POS. Again, I'm not gonna comment any further than that. But just know that you are very blessed that you do not know who Chris Chan is. Very blessed. I've been trying to get my partner to watch the YouTube channel that I just mentioned to you. The only reason he hasn't yet is because there are over 60 parts. I believe there's like 64 parts, and each part is within 40 minutes to an hour. They're very, very long, very detailed history. I've actually been meaning to go back to it because it was, as messed up as it was hearing about this person's history, it's really good background noise while I'm working. And it's because it's so long, I'm not gonna run out of background noise anytime soon if I go back to it. I'm not really seeing any poses that give off the energy that I need them to give off. Nothing's really jumping out to me. I mean, a lot of them are jumping, but, like, you know what I mean. A lot of chibi action poses are just, like, the chibi jumping up in the air. I'm like, yeah, that's cute and all, but that's not what I'm looking for. Not tonight, at least. What about... There's a lot of, like, chibi idol poses as well. Not idol as in standard, idol as in K-pop star, like with the microphones and shit. I'm finding a lot of cute poses that I'd use for future pieces, but nothing specifically that I would like to do for this one. I'm also seeing a lot of short stags, like a lot of short plus-size women, and they're like, oh my god, it's chibi! And I'm like, that's not chibi. That's just a big dumpy. And I want that big dumpy, you know what I mean? What about... Is it just me, or is Pinterest not what it used to be? It sucks, man. I used to go to Pinterest, like, all the time for ideas, and I would never be scrolling for that long. But now it just kinda, it just doesn't hit. I hope I may forget the name entirely, given I'm going on maybe 32 hours of sleep. Yeah, I hope you forget the name too. I love short plus-size people. You and me both, brother. I mean, to be fair, I just like people, you know? If they're a woman, even better. I feel like my standards for what makes a woman attractive are significantly lower than my standards for what makes a man attractive. For a woman to be attractive to me, they just need to be a woman, you know? As long as you identify as a woman, I think you're pretty. That's it. Let's see. I feel like we're getting nowhere. And I feel bad because you guys are just staring at a blank canvas while I'm trying to find a pose that speaks to me. What if I get rid of the chibi and I just look at action poses, and then maybe I can chibify an existing action pose? Ooh, immediately I found one. Ooh, immediately. Okay, okay. I kind of like this one. Kind of like this one. I don't know if, again, if Jake had a preference, specifically because they didn't send me anything. But this is a good one. What I might do, instead of doing the detailed sketch like I did for the emotes, because I don't know if this pose is going to be something they want, I'm going to do a really simplified one, just block out the shapes and do like a general, like, I'll send them the basic sketch that I usually do before I do the refined sketch. You guys saw me do it earlier tonight. No, pop this up here. Actually, I'm going to keep it small and then we can resize later on. Pop that up there. Go with maybe like here. Little itty bitty neck. Alright. Shoulder is gonna go here. I could probably draw the character holding the swords. I don't want to go too crazy because, again, it's just a chibi. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's be real, when we thought Starmie was getting a Mega Evolution, we just expected it to get huge and start spinning like a Beyblade, right? I expected them to go for like a shooting star motif. You know what I mean? I expected it to start glowing. I expected it to be really, really agile. I expected it maybe to have like streamers or like something tied to its like its top fins to simulate the idea of like it shooting through space. And instead they just, I don't even know what they did with it. It's awful. I'm trying to keep this simple, but also like I feel like it's becoming too much already. We'll see. And like, this will be like the other part of their back, right? This is their other leg. It kind of looks like a Sonic pose, not gonna lie. Alright, this leg is a bit longer than this leg, so I'm gonna do some adjustments. Also, the proportions are not, super, like, cheebs. So I'm probably gonna do another sketch over. Just to kind of redo it a little bit. Alright, and then we'll put, like, the other hand up here. Maybe not exactly up there. Pop it up here. Probably keep the hands super simple, like this. I'm gonna refine this a little more. I like the pose, but it's not like a chibi at the moment. The proportions are not quite right. I think it's cool though. I'm gonna give his hunter a big butt. If he complains, then oh well, but I don't think he will. Something tells me he won't. The idea of doing a chibi in a complex pose in and of itself is kind of not counterintuitive. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but yeah, chibis don't really get these kind of action poses. I just really want to do something cool, you know? Maybe if we kind of make it a little more toony with the proportions. Right, and then this hand, I'll keep the original, like, sketch thing that I did, because I think it's fun, but we'll move it up. We'll make the hand a bit shorter. Like here. It's a lot thinner than this hand, so I think this hand needs another refining. Make it bigger. I don't know why, I've just decided he needs big limbs. Alright, let's try that. I kind of fuck with it. Let's kind of bring this in. There we go. I feel like we could maybe reduce the... No. What am I thinking? How foolish. Maybe this hand needs to be fucked around with. And then like that part of the arm would kind of be like over there. The character is kind of... I kind of want him to be like... I know you guys can't see what I just did because, like, my camera. It's kind of like a... Sorry, I know you guys can't see me. I'm trying to do the pose in real life. So I think what I'm gonna do is this is gonna come... kind of like this way. I'll rotate the no, I don't like that. I kind of like having it like this. Because it almost feels like he's getting ready to punch, you know what I mean? But we're gonna put it like here. Yeah. That's just gonna be his chest there. I feel like this kind of needs like a... I feel like I'm putting too much concern into this. I just really like the idea, and I want the vision to come through. Alright, I think that's... I really want this knuckle to kind of... come through. I want that index finger to be prominent. But I also think it comes down too low. Like the thumb is only covering the tip of the finger, so maybe if I bring the whole thing down. Okay. Now what needs to happen is there needs to be kind of like the end of the hand, like here. Okay, I fuck with this. This is cool. Yes, Nemi. Nemi. Nemi? Give me 1 second, chat. Sorry, I'm back. My cat has decided to go places where he feels he should, when he shouldn't. Yeah, you drop your ears back, you know you're in trouble. Mwah. Alright, he does not want to be in my lap. Ugh. And he is now on the desk. Hi, baby. Hi, Boobala. What's going on, Boobala? Okay, no, don't go. If I move these... Hang on. He's going places he shouldn't go. Sorry, chat. He knows he's not allowed on the desks, and he keeps trying to jump on the desks. So I figured if I make room on my desk for him to sit, then he won't go on the desks he's not supposed to go on. But, you know, he just ran off instead. Now, I have an idea. What if we put, like, the foot up like this? They got the ankle here. Hang on, my cat's back on his bullshit. Nemi, if you want to sit on a desk, you sit on my desk. No, I'm not letting you walk away this time. There we go. He's just trying to grab my attention because he wants his playtime, but he has to wait until stream is over for playtime, alright? Alright, you wanna come sit on the desk instead while you wait for playtime? Let's bring this out a bit, like here. Ooh, yeah, this is starting to feel like a proper wind-up now. And then this one, I'll just draw like the sole of the foot here. And then that immediately gives it just a little bit more depth. Nemi, no. Okay, no. As long as you stay where you should be, that's fine. Do whatever. No. He doesn't want my desk. He wants the other desk. Alright, he'll get his play after the stream. Don't worry, chat. He'll be good. Pokedex for the Mega Evolution is its movements have become more human-like. Whether it's simply trying to communicate or wants to supplant humanity is unclear. Why? Just give us... I don't know. I think Megastami is dumb. No, I think we need to kind of give this... I think the butt's got too much definition now. Can't believe I've said that. But kind of needs to... We need to make it clear that it's like the rest of his back and then turning into his butt, you know? Like, this is the spine right there. That's the spine. Alright, I think we make this foot a bit bigger, and then that's the general idea of the sketch. Right there. Nice. Alright, I'm not gonna do anything super detailed or crazy, because again, I don't know if this is a pose that he would even want. But I am just gonna kind of put in the general idea of it. So like, his character's got like a fox mask of some kind. It'll come down. I can't see like the bottom side of the fox mask, so I'm assuming this bit here is like where it ends and like his actual face will be underneath, like that. It looks like after the muzzle it comes up like this. I love how I said I'm not gonna do a super detailed sketch, and then that's basically what I'm doing. I'm gonna make it smaller just so that I have room. I didn't realize the ears would be that big. Alright, kind of like that. Actually, no, not kind of like that. Because the ears, it's very... The ears kind of come down into the rest of the mask like that. And the only indication that they're ears is this bit. That kind of comes down like this. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Not gonna touch it any further than that. They've got like an afro going on. Actually, I'll start on this side. It's higher than the mask by quite a bit. Okay, okay. Whoops. Then we'll get like... He'll have his gauntlets, like he's got like a guard on the gauntlets. I can't quite see what it is. I'll put a circle there for now. And the gauntlet kind of comes up to like here. It's got like some string on it. Again, this is all stuff I'll refine later once I confirm that this is a pose that they would like. Really, really baggy pants. Where do the pants start? Like here. Let's try and... There we go. Grab the... Make sure the butt's in there. Make sure the butt's in there. This kind of makes them look like a Street Fighter character. Okay, here's the back. Oh, they've got a tail. Nice. Fucking furry. Ooh, sorry. My stylist did not like that I called Jake's hunter a furry. The sword is kinda covering what the back looks like, so I'm not 100% certain, but I believe it kinda looks like this, and then we get like a tiny glimpse of the front, which is like this. Alright, I won't draw any more details on that bit. They've they've also got like this big swoop thing that goes over their hair. I believe it starts like that. It'll connect back over here. And then I've got another piece that kind of curls on both sides. How to move them, how to make them smaller again. Character design's very top heavy. Alright. It's kind of like... Okay, cool. There is a better picture of it. Oh, it's intertwined with this bit. Okay, hang on. I've done this bit wrong. I was looking at the wrong angle. So it starts here, and the two pieces are intertwined, but for now I'll just leave it like that. And then this bit comes up, kind of flares, and then there's the second bit that goes around. You won't see the second thing. I don't think it's that big. I really should have been drawing this all on separate layers, but because I kept going, oh no, it's not going to be that detailed, it's just a concept, it's not going to be that detailed, it's all on the same layer. Yeah, that'll do. I think this bit actually goes behind their hair. It's like, ooh, ooh, and then like, yeah, the middle bit kind of like envelops their hair, kind of like this. Okay. Starts there, and then they've got like a gem situation going on. String gets caught up in the middle by a little green thing. Actually, let me start this again. Start from the top. Shirt. Oops. Shirt. Necklace with a swirl. Green thing. String. Red thing. String. We've also got... I don't know what that is. It's like a little... This bit's like all dark. And then they've got... It kind of looks like feathers. I assume it'll be behind this thing. So I'll just pop them there. This looks barely readable, but... I'm sure it's fine. Oh, they've also got like a... God, having to Chibify a Monster Hunter design is wild, bro. Alright, it looks barely readable, but this is just the concept. So I'll really quickly just do these lines, just so that it's still kinda readable. Alright, hopefully Jake can understand the vision. And then I'll tell him, like, once the pose is confirmed, I'll do, like, a more refined sketch. This is just because I didn't know what pose he was after. And you can barely see the feet, so I don't know what his shoes look like. Maybe I can get a picture. And then yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna keep it simplified and also keep it readable. I think this isn't an awful job, but it's gonna need some work. This is just a really quick concept. I didn't even draw any of the details in the mask, but that's fine, we can work on that later. I need to save this now. A new folder. This is Jake. Alright, let's see. This is just a whip of the chibi. And then I'm going to save it again as a PNG to send over. PNG. I'm going to call it sketch 1 because, again, it needs to be refined. Alright, give me a moment, chat. I'm going to really quickly send this over. Where's your folder? There you are. Okay. I should have done his commission first while he was in chat. But that's okay, that's okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, I'm out of tea. Garbozo. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I'm out of tea. It's whatever. We've got like, what, 30 minutes of stream left? 30 minutes is pretty good. Let me move you guys around. There you go. Close this. I can close this. I can close this one. What do we want to work on? My cat's actually very antsy, so I might end the stream just a wee bit early, just so that I can give my cat the playtime that he wants. Thanks. I was gonna work on some of my own personal art, but... yeah, I think my cat's getting really upset that no one's giving him any love or attention, so maybe I should do that instead. I do want to keep drawing, though. Do I... Nemi, where even is Nemi right now? I think he's moping. I think he's moping. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream now. Just because I need to give my cat the love and attention he deserves. So, I'm gonna play with him for a little bit, and then I might do some of my own artwork off stream before I go to sleep. So, thank you everyone for vibing and hanging out. I'm really sorry that the stream dipped for a minute there. I don't know what that was about, but luckily we got it back, and that's all that matters. So yeah, stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at any point, bless you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I might do 2 art streams next week. I don't know. It depends on the commission work that I've got coming in, because I don't really like having people wait, like, 1 week for one section and then a whole other week. And I finished my big project now, and there's gonna be a little bit of time before I start my next big project, so I might do 2 art streams next week, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Good night, everybody!